All right, so it's apropos that I'm starting this video as the Amazon Prime van pulls up behind me making another delivery, but my Amazon Prime Day purchase just arrived, and I wanted to talk about this. This is it's not that new, but it's a SanDisk SSD external drive, does really fast transfers. It's tiny, you can see this is really small and really thin. It's got a nice rubberized finish, it's very easy to hold, and it's got this, you can like hook it to a lanyard, you can hook it to like a clip or something, and this is a 1 terabyte drive. You can get them a little bit larger, you can get them smaller, and I got this like $30 off on the sale, so that's great. But because we're going to start traveling full-time again, and we're going to be doing a lot of filming, I wanted to get this because we have a number of large traditional spinning external hard drives. We use a lot of them when on the road because they have a laptop, you can hook it up, you have your cameras, you get a bunch of footage. You need to offload it to something so you can keep shooting on your SD cards, because the SD cards obviously are slow and expensive, so you go through a lot of them. So having external hard drives is really important when traveling. This type of external hard drive, an SSD, especially a really fast one like this, it's USB-C, all that stuff, USB-C, is really nice because they're much smaller than traditional hard drives, but more importantly, they're much more resilient, right? They can handle shipping, they can handle being dropped, they can often go into water. I wouldn't advise it, but they'll generally survive. They are really, really hardy and robust. They are a bit more expensive. I can typically go to pretty much anywhere, Amazon, Walmart, whatever, and manage to get, say, a 2 terabyte external traditional hard drive for maybe $100, $110. This is closer to $180 for 1 terabyte. I managed to get it for $150 because of the sale, so that was a really good deal, and I've been watching it for a while, so when it came up, I'm like, I'm just grabbing this. And really, I kind of wish I'd have gotten a few of them, but we'll see how much I like it, and if new model, because there is a new model coming already, we'll see what the prices are as I need it. But I wanted to start with at least one to be my go-to working everyday external drive, because you can just put these through so many more paces, use it so much more, and get so much done more quickly. And if you're doing live editing on the road, if you're traveling and editing as it happens, you can see a delivery actually going to our front door as I speak. And, like every few hours, it's crazy. And in a second, we'll hear the dogs go crazy because that's going on. When you're traveling, when you're working and doing live editing, it's worth having some serious performance, because often you don't want to transfer all of your work onto your laptop, onto your desktop, and deal with it. You want to be able to work directly from the external drive. And if you do that with a traditional drive, you're often dealing with something that's so slow that either it won't work or it's at least going to impact your process. This is so fast. It's faster than any of the computers I currently own internal drives, although I do have a new laptop on its way, which has an NVMe SSD, and so that's going to be even faster. But this is fast enough that I can do all of my video editing on it live. I can put the footage on it, do my working space on it while on the road, and not have to worry about transferring things onto the laptop, off of the laptop. I just don't have to do that. So the laptop doesn't have to become an intermediary for stuff that I'm doing. And this type of drive is much more likely to survive long term. I'm going to get, I expect, 3 times as many years out of this drive as I do out of one of the spinning drives. The spinning drives, I kind of fill them up, and it's like, I don't really want to touch them again. Now, to be clear, a lot of people do this and they just store them on a shelf. I don't do that. Mine are all backed up. I have a GoPro account with the unlimited online storage. I put everything up there. So my local drives are local working copies once I've managed to get internet access. Obviously, it goes here first. I offload my cameras to this. Then this starts backing up to GoPro or wherever I'm backing to. But I can then edit live on this. And then when this gets full, these I will not use as long-term storage, right? I will go get really a NAS is what I should be using, or use a traditional external drive that's much cheaper, say a 4 terabyte or a 6 terabyte, which I can get much cheaper on a per gigabyte basis, offload my local storage to that, and keep this as my on-the-road live tool. So I don't want to have a house full of these on a shelf stacked up or anything like that. For archives, that's very silly. There are cheaper ways to do that, but for actually traveling, for going in my backpack, this is a quarter of the weight, I bet, and less than a quarter of the size, and just way more resilient and way more useful in the real world. this is my travel tip, right? For people who are going to be doing stuff while you're traveling, even if it's just for work, one of the things that everybody overlooks when traveling is just how much size and weight actually matter. It's like, well, I can take that extra thing. No, you will always, when you're really traveling, you will regret all of the extra stuff that you carry. Every ounce actually matters. Every cubic centimeter matters. And this is the type of thing where you can get a lot of value for travelers pretty easily, right? Get a small light laptop, get the right tools that don't take up a lot of space. Stop taking that extra pair of shoes that you're never actually going to wear. Don't bring a suit because you might go out to dinner one time. It's not worth it. You have to carry that stuff everywhere you go. This falls into that category. It'll make your life so much better when traveling, having an SSD external drive or two. It's a huge improvement. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because I really like this one. I did some research on it. It looks great, feels great, and is going to just perform wonderfully. I look forward to using it. Thanks.